everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. Also, thanks to those of you tuned in on the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is the third dose of your daily vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channels. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the notification bell. Click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. On Instagram at Dr._A Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, Twitter at DGoddess27. All right, so let's talk about it. So I talked to you all yesterday about Carlishia Hood and her 14-year-old son. They had been charged. You know, we spoke the day before about her being charged and her son being charged, the bail being $3 million. And yesterday we found out that the charges were dismissed. So with that all being said, she has come out and spoken, and she talks about the trauma of it all and the things that were going on with her son. And by the way, her son is a straight A student, never been in any trouble. The fact that he was arrested had to have been traumatizing for him. The fact that he even had to take someone's life in defense of his mother. No one in their right mind wants to take anyone's life. Okay, that's what nefarious people go around wanting to do. But no regular, everyday, average person wants to go around, thinks about that when they wake up in the morning, that they have to go and take someone's life, whether it's in self-defense or any other situation. Normal people don't just go around thinking about that or expecting to have to do it. So can you imagine the trauma that this young man has gone through? So anyway, the mother sat down and spoke with her attorneys present. There's going to be lawsuits filed. Pay attention, as there should be. But here's what she had to say. And let's not forget that I told you on yesterday that this was all just a farce. It's just a whole load of bullshit that they arrested both of them in the first place. Because we know, had they not been drenched heavily in melanin, this would not have been the case. It would have been a clear-cut case from the beginning, initial police arrival. It would have been deemed as self-defense. The only reason these charges are dropped is because of all the social media warriors who came out, spoke against it, shared the story, reported on the story, and drew attention to it. That's what it is. All right, so pay attention, because at the end of the day, social media, the stories that we report, those of us who speak about the injustices, the social injustices, at the end of the day, we make a difference. Okay, just remember that we make a difference. There are some people who look like me who say, oh, I don't want to talk about the social injustices. I don't want to talk about racism. I don't want to talk about wanton supremacy. I'm just going to talk about liberation. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about that. At the end of it, I'm going to talk about, just all other things. But the point of the matter is, first of all, you can't talk about liberation unless at the same time or prior to, you're talking about the injustices. You're talking about the struggle and the fight and the oppression. Because if you're not talking about any of those things, then what are you talking about liberation for? If you didn't have any of those things being present, if you didn't have any of those things being perpetuated and festering, then you would not have a need for liberation. Okay, so that's obtuse. So with that all being said, shout out to all of the people who reported the struggle, the social injustices, and all of the oppression, and all of the disparities and discriminatory practices and all these low vibrational things that continue to happen amongst our community on a daily. All right. Shout out to you, because we do make a difference. And when people say, well, what are you doing besides sitting on YouTube? Well, here's the thing. You can just sit on YouTube if that's all you are able to do. Okay. If that's all you're able to do, make sure you're putting your voice, using your words as power to draw attention and light, shed light on stories that are being swept under the rugs, the ones where they're trying to skew and paint narratives in the lamestream media, when they're trying to cover it up with propaganda and all manner of things. That's what you can do. You can use your voice if you can't use anything else. With that all being said, let me just show you all this video. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share.
Carlishia Hood spoke for the first time this morning, at one point breaking down in tears, saying she's thankful the charges have been dropped.
On June 18th of this year, my life changed. My son's life changed. Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested. I am thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the case. I am also thankful to have my son with me and by my side, and also his charges being dismissed.
The 35-year-old was flanked by her attorneys this morning in Bronzeville during a news conference where they announced that they have filed a complaint against the city of Chicago and 5 police officers. They claim Hood was falsely arrested and maliciously prosecuted and that she has suffered emotional distress. This lawsuit comes after Hood was charged with first-degree murder along with her 14-year-old son. The charges stemming from this incident at a hot dog stand on June 18th on the southwest side. A viral video showing Brown beating Hood as he argued with her in the carryout line, but we have stopped the video before the first punch. Now, as this happened, police say Hood texted her son to get her gun, come inside and shoot 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. Her son, whose face we have blurred, then shoots Brown in the back, killing him. Hood and her son were charged with murder, but yesterday the Cook County State's attorney dropped those charges, saying they were unable to meet their burden of proof after new evidence came to light over the weekend. Hood's attorneys say prosecutors did the right thing and that she was the victim in this case.
A woman is violently attacked by a man, an unarmed woman, that she shouldn't be arrested. If your mother or sister or daughter were attacked in a restaurant when she's trying to order a cheeseburger, would you expect that she would be arrested?
Hood and her attorneys did not answer direct questions about the incident. They would only say that she and her son need time to heal, and at some point she will present herself again and speak more in depth about what happened. Her attorneys say wrongful charges have caused great harm to Hood and her family's reputation. At one point, Hood said during the news conference that everything I have worked for has been tarnished. Now, her attorneys say they do plan to file additional lawsuits in the future. Meanwhile, we have reached out to the city for comment.
So they reached out to the city for comment and likely got none back because she didn't elaborate on it. At the end of the day, absolutely lawsuits should be filed. And another thing that I'm sure the attorney's likely working on this is that the young man's the charges should be removed from his record, because even though the charges are dropped, it still will show that he was in fact arrested, okay, for murder. All right, this is a young man, 14 years old. He has his whole life ahead of him. He's a straight A student. He does not need that on his record. So later when he's trying to apply to colleges, trying to get a job and all that, that shows up on there that he was arrested for murder. Then he has to explain this whole scenario. No, that needs to be taken off of there. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that the charges were dropped. I'm sure we all are. And I'm also glad that they're going to sue, because they need to, because we already know what this was about. We know exactly what this is about. And at the end of the day, that's why, like I said, our voices do matter. Okay, if we sat back and said nothing about these things, do you know how many of our people would be wrongly sent to prison, wrongly arrested and charged over BS? You know, that other people, fortunately for them, they don't get anything done to them because of it. Because, see, the law works in their favor. The law works in their favor. No one who is attacked in the way that she was should be arrested. And even if she told her son to do what he did, at the end of the day, so what? It's still self-defense. Okay, she clearly couldn't get to the car. He was already in it. Yeah, that's what she should have told him at the end of the day. I don't know if she told him that or not, but I'm just saying, regardless as to whether she did or not, it was still self-defense. Okay, is he supposed to stand there and let this man beat his mother until she's dead? This is all crazy that they ever arrested her. And then the nerve of that judge. Okay, I have questions about that judge. When they saw all of the evidence that was presented before them, what made them, in their right little wanton supremacist mind, as far as I'm concerned, want to give her a $3 million bond? That's how you know it was BS, like I told you yesterday. A $3 million bond all the way to having charges dropped. So that's how you know it's a load of BS from the get-go. Okay, pay attention. With that all being said, please drop me a comment to let me know what you think about this story, what she had to say. And do you think that she should be suing? Because I absolutely do. And I'm glad that she is. All right. So everyone enjoy the rest of your day. And I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.